Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we are back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Bloodborne 2 possibly leaked, and we're also going to be talking about a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn news. It's not a huge thing, but I want to give you my thoughts on it and why this news has even come up, why this is happening, and all that good stuff. On top of that, I just want to say before we get into this video, make sure to check out my last video. I talk about Uncharted 4's first week sales, give you my opinions, give you my thoughts, and all that good stuff. So make sure you check that out. 2 videos in one day. Let's go. So yeah, first of all, I want to talk about this Bloodborne 2. We don't have a huge lot of information, but we're going to talk about it. So Bloodborne 2 artwork posted on Twitter by All Games Beta, then swiftly deleted. So I'm going to give you my thoughts. So it has very much like the announcement trailer. Why I think this is legit is for this reason. That the artwork and the way the characters standing with the scythe is very, very similar to the actual announcement trailer when it was actually announced. It reminds me nearly pretty much the same image. So if I was to just see this randomly on the internet, I'd think it's a little bit fake. You know, I thought I've never heard of this All Games beta, and you know, you see a lot of fan like art and stuff, and you know, people like to get clicks and stuff. Very interesting thing is, it was deleted very quickly after. Now, if I'm putting like a, let's just say I made a fake Crash Bandicoot, you know, announcement, you know, here's Crash Bandicoot remake, and I post it all over social media and stuff, why would I be told to take that down if it's not official, if it's just a piece of fan art or something? Do you see what I'm saying here? You know, a company wouldn't ask you to take down something you've created for yourself, like a banner or something. I couldn't imagine them doing that. So this leads me to believe, and how the artwork looks very similar to the reveal trailer, that this is pretty much legit. But the weird thing, and the thing that has got me questioning this whole thing, is the release date on the thing. Spring 2017. That is very soon. That is actually very soon if you really think about it. Of course, we're about halfway through 2017. 2016. But when E3 drops, you know, you're looking at 6, 7, maybe 8 months. It's just the way Sony works. We know, you know, they don't quite have the quick turnarounds that Bethesda, EA, those sort of people have with getting a game out so quickly. A lot of delays. Talk to me about Uncharted, you know what I'm saying? So very interesting. Now, of course, this could be a collaboration again between From Software and you know, Japan Studio's huge, and From Software's a big studio as well. Very interesting. Now, for me personally, obviously I'd love it. My 2015 game of the year, absolute masterpiece in my opinion, better than all the Souls games, simply because the way they changed the gameplay. Yeah, absolutely superb in my humble opinion. For me, I think it's going to be interesting. Will From Software do it though? From what I've heard, the rumours, the speculation that I've personally heard, now again take it for a grain of salt, is that after Bloodborne, they agreed with Sony 3 more exclusives, is what I personally heard. So Bloodborne 2 would be one of them. We know for a fact they're making a VR game, so it's going to become some completely random goddamn game from Software, just doing some random ass game. So that's going to be one of them. And then just, we don't even know, a few rumours of possibly it being a Demon Souls remaster, or a new IP. We just don't know. But what we do, well, we don't really know, but hopefully this is real with Bloodborne 2. Yeah, and I literally cannot wait for this game, guys. If it is true, and this looks, hopefully it's a E3 reveal picture, and yeah, that'd be fantastic. But let me know, do you think it's real? Do you think Sony's a little bit worried that the cat's out the bag, so they're like take this down, do you know what I mean, real quick. But yeah, let me know. And the next news, we're going to talk a little bit about Horizon Zero Dawn. This is an article from GameSpot. Of course, you probably heard of GameSpot. Go, if you haven't for some reason, go obviously check them out. Check the article out yourself and all that good stuff. So, I'm going to read this article, of course, and then give you my opinion. Massive E3 poster for PS4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn pops up in LA. One of the hallmarks of E3 is the massive posters that get draped across buildings in Los Angeles near where the show is held. As it turns out, one of the posters is already up. More than 2 weeks in advance of the start of the show, the poster is for Killzone developer Guerrilla Games' PS4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn. The poster shows off main character Aloy, who is staring down a gigantic robot creature. It also includes the tagline, "Earth is ours, no more." Very interesting. And again, it just shows it being posted by Guerrilla Games, so it's official, it's not made up, photoshopped or anything. Announced at E3 2015, the ambitious sounding Zero Dawn has a full day and night cycle, and players will get to explore forests, mountains, and atmospheric ruins of a bygone civilization. There are also robot dinosaurs. The one in the poster is apparently called Thunderjaw. Sony has also said Aloy was inspired by female leads in franchises such as The Terminator and Game of Thrones. Additionally, Zero Dawn will not have a multiplayer mode, though the game will have certain social features in there that will be announced later. Given that Sony is already announcing advertising Zero Dawn in Los Angeles, we would expect it to be a part of the company's E3 2016 briefing. The show is scheduled to start on Monday, June 13th, beginning at 6 p.m. PST and 9 p.m. EST and 2 a.m. in the UK for myself. So, I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. I have said for a long time Sony has now lost Uncharted. They haven't technically the only IP, but when you say it's Nathan Drake's adventure, I can't imagine coming out anytime soon and announcing an Uncharted 5. Will I think there be one? Yes. But they've lost kind of, at least for a while, Uncharted. For me personally, they're looking for a lot more new IPs, in my humble opinion. They've done it ever since the start of this generation, with Bloodborne and Drive Club and these sort of games. Newer experiences, new IPs, all that good stuff. I think Horizon is going to be the one that hits, and I think it's going to be a big franchise. And I'm going to tell you why this has not rekindled, because I've been excited for this game for a long time, but this has just put more fuel to the flames for me personally to be so excited for this game. The game looked ambitious. The game looked huge. I was worried Guerrilla ain't going to be able to do it. I'm going to be honest, I didn't think Guerrilla could do it. And they may not, the game isn't out. But why this is telling me that this is going to be huge is you don't just put up... Sony has a lot of IPs, They could put anything up there and put PlayStation 4 on it. There's no reason they couldn't put Uncharted and they could talk about Uncharted at E3. There's no reason they couldn't do that. There's no reason they couldn't have had Final Fantasy 7. They have the marketing with Square, and I'm sure they would have no problem with you marketing their game. You could have put Gran Turismo Sport. You could have put anything. They chose Horizon Zero Dawn. That shows to me, one, at least Sony has faith in the company, which is always nice to see. The IP. That's always nice to see when the company actually has faith in the IP, and they're prepared to spend money to advertise it. One of the big downfalls, and I'm not saying I'm having a go at PlayStation or anything, but they haven't really, apart from Uncharted 4, which sold gangbusters, really advertise their games. They advertise them, but not to a huge extent. We're starting to see that more now with games that they're particularly excited for. I genuinely don't think they were anticipating Bloodborne to be as big as it was. That's why it wasn't advertised as much as maybe it should have been. But they have promise for this game, and yeah, I literally cannot wait to see. You know, amazing open world. We're in the generation where open worlds are a big thing. Obviously, this game's been in development for a while. Guerrilla wouldn't have known. You know, they can sort of hope, but they can't really know guaranteed that that's going to happen. But yeah, looks amazing, ambitious, and it looks like Guerrilla could come back on top. Killzone, there was some really great Killzone games. Again, I'm not a big first-person shooter fan. Some really good Killzone games, some okay Killzone games. They were never bad, but they were never particularly great, in my humble opinion. I think this is giving them creative freedom, which is always good. But I'm going to say this now. I may sound a little bit of hypocrisy because I did put a video saying I think it may hit 2016. With this news, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not see this hitting 2016 now. They're advertising it so much. Now, you could argue they may be putting all these advertisements out because they want people excited for you know, like 2 weeks, you know what I mean? You know, 2 weeks of advertisement in the center of like LA. That's crazy. That's insane. If you think about it, that's insane because you have to pay for that. You have to rent the side of the building and all that sort of stuff. It's not cheap, and I'm just saying, I think they want this to be a big game. So again, it could be the fact that they're trying to get people hyped and they kind of pull a Fallout, but bear in mind again, Fallout is a huge IP with an established fan base. Even though Horizon has already been announced and we've known it for a while, I think it'd be smarter if Sony dropped this early 2017. You know, just let GT do its thing. You know what I mean? GT's going to sell. You know what I mean? It's going to sell millions, and that's because Gran Turismo's a huge franchise. You don't have to worry about cramming a game in the holiday season. I think with the Gran Turismo announcement, with this news that they're actually really taking this IP serious, they're not going to chuck it out similarly how they did with Bloodborne. They're not just going to chuck it out there and say, hey, if it sells, it sells. If it don't, it don't. Do you know what I mean? We'll test the market. With this, they're actually going full out and saying, look, we believe in this game. We're going to advertise it. We're going to try and sell it. So I think this is good news, but not good news if you want it in 2016, in my humble opinion. Now, would I love to be proven wrong? Absolutely. Would I love to play this game? You know, absolutely. As soon as I could get it, if I could get this game today, I'd get it today. But we have to be realistic, and we have to understand Sony from a marketing standpoint as a business has to make sure the game sells, especially if they're advertising it a lot. But let me know, do you think I'm wrong? Do you think this news is do you think it's going to hit 2016? Do you think it's going to hit 2017 like myself? And yeah, let me know. Do you think is this PlayStation's next huge IP? Is this the next Uncharted, the next Last of Us? Let me know down below. As always, guys, this has been M&M Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll catch you guys in a new video.